Let's talk a bit about conditioning bones. I don't think I've made a video about this. And it's because this knuckle has been a bit sore. But it's not pain. It's hard to describe. It makes you want to hit it more. And I haven't conditioned my knuckles because I was a musician for so long. But since I haven't been playing music or even desiring music, like I can apply enough pressure here that it calms it, actually. The longer you let it sit, the more painful it is to touch it, but then you rub it. And so that's how you know, like, that your bones are fine, your nerves are fine, that you're not causing actual extensive damage. And I've conditioned my fists for so long. Like, sometimes I do get a little vacant in my mind. I'm experiencing a lot of emotions right now. I'm not a threat to other people unless there's somebody that I need to be a threat to. However, regular people, no, I don't even see you. Like, you're just an object that I'm walking around. And so, how you condition your bones, at least how I have, it started off with like punching doors. I would leave doors open and I use those as training tools. And so, like, I can hit so fucking hard. At my peak, I could stand still and hit a heavy bag from this fucking, strike position and hit all the way through it, and it would fly parallel to the ground. It's because I have a weird leverage structure of my arms. Like, my proportions are abnormal, and I have exceptionally strong shoulders. I used to do like something like 360 pounds for shoulder lifts, for shrugs, and those were my endurance level. Like, my shoulders are so strong, and so are my calves, and I know how to use them. And so, like, I trained for speed, and skateboarding was a great training platform too for developing how to like land, how to maneuver, and working on the mountain. My muscles are being worked out in unique ways that I'm not used to. It's fun. It's a really good time. I am so itchy though right now. Oh my god. Yeah, my muscles are out of fucking control. And they're not big. They're not particularly large. Like, I don't have large, dense muscles. I've always trained for efficiency because I trained based on my reflex capacity. Like, men that, like, strong men with really dense muscles, they often don't have the reflex capacity, so you train to be strong in moments where you need that strength because your eyes are failing you. Me, on the other hand, I train for strike. And so that's because, like, I can see openings in just like a fraction of a second. It's like my average was 0.11 reflex capacity. That is Ayrton Senna. That's above Ayrton Senna, actually. When he died, it was 0.12, and my average was 0.11. It was a consistent average. I would not talk about this if I was lying. And so, one thing I do is I use the grocery store for training. And I run all of these like weird variables and algorithms of encountering random circumstances to train myself to keep thinking in a moment of conflict. And like, I'm not a threat to regular people. Like, if I wanted to, I could go in that grocery store and end everybody. But I am not that person. I'm the person that if I'm there and somebody else is going to hurt all those people, I know how to get around them to do what I need to do to stop them from hurting other people. And so that's one reason. It's because of that fucking theater shooting in Aurora that just like flipped a switch in my brain. I've thought about it so many times. And like, we were going to be there that night, but I wanted to have a date with my girlfriend. I wanted to make her food. Instead of, spending the money to go see a movie, I want to cook for you. And so I've lived with this like weird, I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's not survivor's guilt because I wasn't there. I don't know what it is. There is no term for this because this doesn't happen. That I used to frequent a theater and we would go there many times. Like once, twice a week sometimes. And I know that exact fucking theater. And so I've always just wondered, because at that time I was so fast. like my body mass is larger now. I'm more of like a sumo wrestler at this point, but at that time I could move like you would not fucking believe. You couldn't read me. And they even had military there. They said in the report that they tried to get him and they couldn't, because there's an exit. He came in through the exit, and then there's this wall and another wall, and I always sit in the middle of the theater. And I analyze like fucking everything. It's annoying as hell, but I could have moved up, jumped onto that ledge, launched onto the wall, and struck him. And that would have left an opening for anybody else. So I have this weird, like, I've thought of every single variable. Would I just lay down on my girl, protect her, stuff like that? So when it comes to bone conditioning, like cowards like that, they ain't gonna watch this video. They ain't gonna have the balls, the guys, to suffer. And apparently I got some sore here or something. I don't know what it is. It's a little painful, but like I don't feel pain as much as normal people. And normal, like if that was a child's cut, rubbing it like that, they would cry. And it's just, I'm gonna go out and start punching logs. Really break my fists down again. They've started healing, but my calluses are still here. At least. It's been a long time since I conditioned my fist. And it's sort of the same concept as to why I don't think an alien species would be a threat to us. Because there's two conditions. There's you have to, one, sustain a cognitive structure when you're traveling throughout space for a long distance. So it will take generations of life to reach another species. And the desire to do so, you must have some sort of beneficiary statement. So they work in like this weird paradox, and that's why I think any alien species would be peaceful. It doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't, other than because you have to be cognitive to know to choose, and to choose to be in spite, to know that the species would degrade over, 1,000 years of travel or whatever, however long it is, that it's irrational. If you're so intelligent to know how to move between galaxies or worlds or, solar systems, then you would. And it's the same thing as like conditioning your bones. So you condition your bones. All martial artists now, we don't train in pure martial form, because martial means war. It's war art, is what it is. It means the most efficient way to kill somebody, to take another life. That, my God, my muscles are itchy. And so, all martial arts now are about understanding what you can do and choosing peace until it's unacceptable. What do I want for dinner? I don't know. There might be a few people I have to hurt. I'll wait for them to show themselves. I always wait. I can wait the rest of my life. Apparently, I have a bunch of scabs on my hand. But this isn't. If I'm right about physics, this is not my first, let alone my last life. Like, I have some weird memories. And memories of, being blown up, being shot. And everything switches after. For instance, the grocery store, some of the aisles flipped around backwards. I don't know why they would flip them around. I haven't seen them do that. I go to the store every single day. I come back early in the morning and the soda's backwards. Weird stuff like that. Maybe they did decide to flip them around. However, it just doesn't make any sense. The store was just fine. What's for dinner? I was gonna make burritos. Normally, my calluses heal. These have been around for a long time now. And, right, I was making this about conditioning bones. So the way I conditioned my fists, like I said, was I would leave doors open because I didn't have a punching bag, let alone do punching bags. And like the typical way is using sand and then stone. And, but I would hit doors and learn how to touch the door and push through it. So, one of the secret training techniques is that you aim for the back of the head. You don't aim for the nose, you don't aim for the cheek. You aim based on a vector of through and what your moment is. And then that's where you strike and you push through. And so that's how I could hit a heavy bag so fucking hard. It would literally fly parallel to the ground from a standstill. And you wait for that moment, and then you push through. And that's why I don't fight anymore. Like, I'm afraid of what I would actually do to somebody. Like, it's not a joke. Like, I mean, I can hit a fucking bag, and you look at the leverage force and the swing ratio, and like, you do the physics, I might actually kill somebody if I hit them. So I always pursue peace. And anyway, so when you're conditioning your bones, doors are fantastic for this. When I was dating Rihanna, well, at the start of knowing her, she was bringing a guy from her work over for a party, and it just kind of snapped. I broke all the doors in my apartment. I just smashed them. Just beat the fucking hell out of them. That's why I have so many scars on my fists. Like, you can even see them anymore. There's one right here. From just, I just beat the shit out of them all. Like 7 doors. I ripped them apart and turned them into like nothing. And I asked her if she could come over, and she did. That's when I started trying to invest in her, because she chose me over whoever this guy was. That's why I'm so fucked up. It's because, like, she betrayed me too. And, you know, I mean, that was like 45 minutes of pure fucking rage before she showed up. Just like holes in the wall. Just crazy nonsense. Like, that's what happens to me when I black out from emotion. I've gotten really good at controlling it. I'm very capable now of controlling it, but like, that's the warrior bloodline. Like, all of us have it. My parents like to mock me about using the name. I was testing them. I knew they would fucking say it. And people are so predictable. But anyway, so like I said, like, for some reason, doors, you know, well, I mean, it's physics based. It's not for some reason I'm acting dumb for no reason. You can control the acceleration of the door and judge. It's sort of like that punching bag thing that rotates up and it gauges acceleration to give you like a number. It's an arcade or whatever the fuck it is. And see, like the strength though, like if you're gonna hurt somebody, it's not about the speed necessarily. Like Wing Chun teaches you a lot of speed, and they like to do this rolling thing and all that fun stuff. I love Wing Chun, but it's not gonna take somebody down. One punch, it you wait for that optimum moment. Let them break you down a little bit. They feel thrill. And then you wait for that one fucking moment. And when you strike, it just takes them out because they have too much energy coming at you. And when you can punch through them, you use their strength against them. And that's how you actually fight. Like, they will fall to the ground, and it's not happiness. Honestly, you feel nothing. Hopefully, you snap out of it. Otherwise, you'll end up killing them. But I love flies. They are so good for training. They train your reflexes. Track them, you watch them, and then you choose when to strike. Part of it is not making a mistake. I sit and I watch them, and then I wait for them to come close. You bounce around them, you avoid them, dodge them. You don't want to let them touch you. You want to get them really close. And then you decide to say, hey, am I a fool or am I strong? And that's when you strike them. And I hate fighting, but this is who I am. These are my skills, my talents, and I have to use them. I have to accept myself. And I'm going to use it against the most evil people in this world, and I'm going to fucking come for you. Just don't be the right person at the right time to meet me. Or I'll just get shot in my Jeeps or something when I'm sitting in a parking lot. That would be convenient. My arms are feeling lighter. I haven't felt like this in a long time. I always look out the window because I want to go out. But I don't want to ruin the emotion, the thrill and love. It always reminds me of my grandmother. Not to be so serious, What do I want for dinner? Those are terrible tortillas. I'm actually quite awake right now. Comfortable. Not intoxicated, but more just controlled. My brain was going off earlier just as it spirals about physics. When you have an exceptional IQ, and Stephen Hawking never believed in IQ. I don't know why. But also, I disproved intelligence is, what did he say? The ability to adapt. No, that's stimulus. I disproved him. That's why intelligence or intellect is the need to better. I wish I could have met him, but he wasn't even human at the end. It wouldn't have been meeting a real person. Very twitchy. But it's under control. It's an itch to go out and work outside and running various things through my hands. But I can control it, see? If I start to activate it, I think it's really twitchy. Could be music, training again. I love the drunken fist style form for the hands. I think that's really fun. I'm in my prime right now, I'm 36. This is my prime. I wish I had a daughter. I would train her to be such a fucking killer. If she was worthy. Knuckles are so messed up. I haven't seen him like this since I was a kid. Playing around in the forest. Pads are growing. Nails are weaker than they've been. I can't find my fucking vitamins. No idea where they went. I brought them here. It's interesting what happens when you don't bathe. Like how your nails get shiny. So shiny. And polished. What do I want for dinner? Flies. that painting looks better and better. It's gonna die out though, the colors are not permanent pigment. Alright, so $6.50 for, come on, Safeway, get your shit together. Chinese noodles and veggies. What are Chinese noodles? That does not inspire me to pay $6.50 for 9.5 ounces. I like lots of noodles. I don't like lots of like chicken or pork or whatever. Apparently I burned the hell out of my arm. I have some P.F. Chang's in the freezer. Chicken lo mein. I want just lo mein. I miss Loot House. What's the best damn fucking Chinese food? Haberdashery. Asian chopped kit. Pork and shiitake gatsa. $6 though, that's really expensive. I do like, my favorite is pork gyoza. $4.50 though for Ling Ling. It's not a bad price. Wait, oh, it's the small bag. I'm done this video. Cause I'm just looking at groceries. And it's a sore knuckle. That's all you gotta do. Condition your bones, your skins, your nerves. And you just keep doing it over and over again. Life trains you. What the hell is my hair on my hands? I'll admit, even I get weak sometimes. I wish there was a woman around. But there are none in this town that I'm attracted to. And, you know, in my youth, I just wanted to satisfy women. Like, so I learned how to do it. I studied biology thoroughly. you know, to satisfy women. And there's not a single woman that I've ever been with that would not say that she didn't enjoy time with me. But some of them, you just don't have the chemistry. That's what it is. And no woman's ever been able to satisfy me. They just can't fucking do it. I have too much control over my penis. That's the truth of it. Like, I can control that fucking thing. And I focused on women. Women never focused on men. And, like, the opportunity to unfold for two people just happening to study, each other's biology, to come together is so rare. We just accept each other as what it is. And my skin is peeling. So all we do is we just accept each other. We pretend to fall in love. We don't fall in love. We think that something is an opportunity. An experience with another person is an opportunity. They're all fake. All women are. Honestly, some men are real. Like that kid, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, playing with the toothbrushes at Safeway. And I just say to him, when you're done playing, put them back up. And he's like, I will. But the mother felt insulted. And then there's this strong man thinking that I'm needing to be, I don't even know what, confronted? Fought? All I am is talking to the kid. I'm just saying, like, because I used to make messes too. And they taught me early on, people are paid to stock those things, to hang them up on these little fucking metal bars, to not ruin what they're paid to do. And they already go through enough stress. Employees do. So the whole point isn't that, hey, we're paying them again to go and, fix what that kid did. That maybe we should teach the kid to understand that what he changes about his surroundings, he can change it elsewhere. Nobody's going to complain out there. Nobody's going to tell you not to do it out there. But in the store, you should at least respect how to reconstruct what your mistakes are or what your changes are. It's not even necessarily a mistake. It's that you're changing your surroundings. And you are not more special than your surroundings. It's the same thing as like this building, And the mother confessed me, I hate people telling me how to raise my child. She's sitting on the floor too, messing with stuff. I think she's trying to figure out her child. And I'm like, I did not even expect you to be right there. I was just telling your son to know to, hang things back up. And there's this big motherfucker. I mean, he's shorter than me, but like, this guy looks like he wants to just take on a fucking gorilla. He looks like a gorilla. It's not that I can't handle him. Possibly. Who knows? Whether it's worth it or not, no. It's not worth it. And he sits down. I just see him gasp. And I know that he's the father, and he's like, I don't know what to fucking do. And there's nothing wrong with playing with toothbrushes in a grocery store. It's just these little hints. They help a child. People gave me those same hints, and they benefited me in the long run. He will think about that for a long time. This random man said, after you're done playing, just put the toothbrushes back. It helps self-awareness. That's all it is. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's why we live in this place. This forest, you know? But make sure that you leave things better than when you encountered them. And that's also how you condition your mind, aside from your bones. I need to go punch some logs or something. I don't know. I gotta get some shit out.